What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? I got my little clip-on mic here again. Hopefully everything was coming through nice and clear. And guitar was sounding good, I hope. My voice sounding good. How'd you guys like that new intro? The Bald Shredder live show intro. I just made that like a couple days ago. I thought it was pretty cool. So hello everybody that's in there. Fisticuffer, Dana, Tom, Peter, Wasted Dude, Robert, Mitch, Luis, Dren, Legion, Tom, Johnny, Searching for Tone, Mike, Dwight, Jesse, New York Chokehold, Jamie, of course. Did I already say Robert, Marlon, Kat? I'm probably repeating some of the names because I can't remember who I said hi to. Gilbert shows me a taco. All right, very cool. Chuck. Brian's Gate. Hello, Brian's Gate. Brant. Thank you very much. So, guys. Hey, Dave, Six String Stinger. You made it, all right. Sienna, hello. You saw a High and Dry Def Leppard tribute band. Oh, that's the name of the band, High and Dry. Cool. I bet it was awesome. Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, guys, 29,000 subscribers. So just like a couple of days ago, over that little hill there. So now we finally made it to 29,000, 30,000 subscribers knocking on the door saying, hello, I'm out here. Come on, let me in, guys, let me in. And I'm just waiting for another 1,000 guys to come in. And then we're going to hit 30,000, and that's going to be like a major milestone. Of course, you know, that nice round number, big old 3 and a 0 with 3 more zeros, 30,000, something I never thought I would see. Of course, I never thought I'd see 29,000. It's crazy. I never even thought I'd have 10,000 subscribers. It's just kind of mind-blowing. So, and I also want to say congrats to Dave, Six String Stinger, because he just made it to 7,000 subscribers. And that is also a huge deal. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that never get anywhere near into the thousands. So congrats, Dave. No wasted dude. I'm not giving away free cars. You know, this isn't the Oprah Winfrey show. You get a car and you get a car. You guys get, well, you get nothing, unfortunately, but, you know. Well, you get the live stream here, and that's free, so that's cool, right? So, I wanted to talk to you guys about the guitar. So, this is my latest custom creation, in case you didn't watch the video on Monday. So if you didn't watch my video on Monday, go back and watch my video on Monday. I tell you all about it, how inexpensive it was. Oh my goodness, if you didn't see the video, you're going to be scratching your head going, oh my gosh, I can't believe how little you paid for the parts on this. And then, you know, colored it, put it together, bought all the parts, you know. I kind of have this thing like in my mind. Usually when I'm doing a custom build, I've got it envisioned in my mind, you know, what I want on it, what color this, what color that, and how it's going to go. And everything was in my mind, including this pickup. You know, I had to order this stuff like way in advance. I had this stuff forever before I actually built the guitar. And it turned out really good, you know, considering how inexpensive everything is. One funny thing I wanted to talk about is the pick guard. I've never had this happen before in a video. Several people in the comments, I even lost track of like how many, but more than 3, I would say, were like, oh my gosh, that pick guard is ugly. I don't like the pick guard. I like everything except the pick guard. I think the pick guard is ugly. One guy, well, maybe there was more than one, but one that I remember about a little over an hour ago just left a comment on the video for this, and he said, I love the color of that pick guard. And I was like, yes, finally. Thank you. I don't love the color of the pick guard like all by itself, but in combination with the stuff, with everything, with the red, and you can see the grain and the different, you know, shades in the grain. And then I think with the cream pickup, with the black bobbins and the black hardware and the neck that's got like the yellow stain on it, I just think it all comes together like in an overall, like a stew, you know, you put everything in the stew, your meat, your potatoes, your carrots, and it doesn't look that great, but it tastes really good. So that was not the best analogy, but anyway, yeah, I like it. And I almost think like the more people say they don't like it, well, that just makes me like it even more. So, to those people, I love it. No, it's not my best guitar. It's not my greatest playing or sounding guitar, but there is like an immense amount of satisfaction when you build your own guitar and put it together and everything's like is connected correctly and it works and you plug it in and you play it and you're like, oh my gosh, it actually works. Sound is coming out. I can actually play stuff on it and I made it do that. You know, you're very proud of yourself, right? So anyway, yeah, very cool. I like it. It'll never be my main guitar, but you know, I gotta have a lot of guitars. You know, that's just the way it is. Alrighty. So, hey, if you're in there and you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, could you just take a quick second and hit the thumbs up, guys? Because that would be really cool. I don't know how many people are watching right now. 100 and something. But if you guys could hit that, yeah, that would be really cool. I'm going to take a quick drink of my iced coffee while you guys hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed already, I'm sure all you guys are subscribed. But if you're not, just do it right now. I'll give you 5 seconds. All good, guys? All good, guys? Now, Marlon says he likes the pick guard, but I need a decal on the headstock. Well, let me tell you, let me give you guys a little story about the headstock. I actually bought a set of, well, it's the alphabet. I don't know what else to call it. It's the letters, every letter of the alphabet, these little brass, they're real pretty tiny. They're downstairs, otherwise I would show you. And they are meant to go on the tip of your soldering iron, and then it heats up, and then you would burn the letter into a piece of wood. And I was going to put it on the back of the headstock. I was going to put BSC for Bald Shredder Custom, BSC. I could put it on the front, I suppose, because they're pretty small, actually. But the little things, they've got like little threads on it, like you can screw it on. And then when I checked my soldering iron, the opening in there where I could put it in, it's bigger than the little threads on that thing. So it just kind of, floats around in there. I can't really like screw it in. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make that work or get a different set of something, because I think that would look cool if I burned it onto the headstock like BSC, Bald Shredder Custom. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the story on that, guys. Also, guys, I did mention in the video, if you watched it, hopefully you did, that when I bought the body, oh, and somebody asked if it was candle nut wood. Yes, it's candle nut wood. It is incredibly light and not super durable. Like it'll dent really easy. If you bump it into something, it's going to dent the wood. So you have to be really careful with it. It's not the kind of like wood on a guitar that you would want to take on a world tour, because it would get banged up pretty easily. Oh, by the way, I got that set of letters on Temu for like, I don't know, $8 or something like that. Yeah, but I know I can get water slide decals, but I just thought it would look cool if I burned in those 3 letters, BCS. And I'm gonna figure out a way to do that still. Let's see. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I bought 2 of the bodies at the same time. This was like 2 years ago, probably. This guitar has been waiting to be made for like 2 years. And the other body, it's the same thing, strap body, candle nut wood. That one is already done. Okay, cool. New York Chokehold says they sell soldering iron adapters on Amazon. Okay, I'll have to look into that, because I definitely need to do that. Or I need some kind of wood burner kit, just I'll get it, guys. I'll figure it out. Anyway, yeah, the other one, it's kind of a similar layout in that, it's a strap body. I used that RIT dye, RIT, whatever it is, from Walmart, but a totally different color. It is a 1 humbucker, like that one. It's got a pick guard, but a different kind of pick guard. a kind of pickguard that I've never had on a guitar before. That's the only hint I'm going to give you guys. Anyway, yeah, at some point I'll do the video on that one. Got to spread it out a little bit because I've got other videos in between that I need to do. Okie dokie. All right, so guys, I'm thinking right now this would be a good time for the Metal Dude moment of the week. Here we go.
And now it's time for a Metal Dude moment.
He's kinda crazy, a little bit rude. He likes to rock. He's Metal Dude.
Seriously? At 7-Eleven, they've got these chili dogs, you know, with like the squirt on chili sauce and the squirt on nacho cheese sauce, or as I like to call them, diarrhea margaritas.
Metal Dude.
Oh, Metal Dude. He really needs to stop eating at 7-Eleven. That is just like, it's not healthy, not good for you. Man, you know, that stuff just goes, it's like a quick trip, in and out. Yeah. He's never going to learn his lesson, though. You know, but that's Metal Dude for you. Gotta love him. All right, guys, you see something in the background over right about there? That's going to be my video coming up on Monday. That is the Westcreek Racer. They call it the Racer. And as you can see, no, the screen is not warped. The screen is not moved to the side. It is like an offset SG. I'll give you guys like a close-up of it. Give you guys a close-up. You can see on the truss rod cover there, it says Racer. And then you can see the design, kind of interesting. I don't know if I was the one like making the guitar and designing it, I don't know if I would have put the lower part more forward. You know, I would have thought like to kind of reverse it, you know, put the top part a little more forward and the bottom part a little bit more back, especially for that upper fret access. But actually it's not bad. It's not bad. But it does give it like a different kind of look, you know. And yeah, set neck design. It's not a through neck. It's got to be a set neck for sure, I think. Anyway, I haven't spent very much time on it. Haven't played around with it too much. But what little playing I did, I can tell that it's set up very nicely. So, Monday, guys, the Westcreek Racer. Monday. Have any of you guys gotten that other new Westcreek guitar called the High Voltage? Those might even be sold out already. I'm not sure. They came out and like a lot of guys were like really salivating over those. And I was kind of hoping they would send me one of those, but they ended up sending me that one instead, which is fine. Mitch, no luck selling your Gibson on Facebook Marketplace. I hate Facebook Marketplace. I've sold stuff on there, quite a bit of stuff, and I still use it from time to time. But man, what a pain, because you just get so many flakes and like a million messages just saying, "Hi, is this available?" And then you say yes, and then they never reply. It's like, why are you asking if you're not interested? Or they accidentally hit it, which in my like thousands of times of looking in Facebook Marketplace, I've never accidentally sent that number. I don't know who these people are that are all thumbs and they're hitting wrong buttons. But anyway, yeah, Facebook Marketplace. Oh, what a pain. And then people say, oh yeah, what time can you meet? I want it. And then you tell them, okay, I can meet you on this day and this time. And then they never reply again. Or they say, okay, and then the next day they don't message you or anything. It's just like people are so inconsiderate on there. That's probably the best word. Anyway, somebody asked if it had neck dive. I don't know. I haven't played it like with a strap and then let go. I mean, is that a common thing, guys? Do people put guitars on when, you know, you got a strap, you're standing up? Do you really let go with both hands and then the guitar goes like that? because I don't ever remember, like, playing, when I played in bands before, ever taking both hands off the guitar so that the guitar could do this. I mean, I always had my hand on the neck, but anyway, maybe that's just me. La 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 la. So, that's the Westcreek Racer. More info coming on Monday on that. And you know what it's time for now, guys? It's time for this.
You never asked for it, but here it is anyway. Available for the first time on Deluxe CDR. Bon Jovi's greatest hits, Unplugged. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. All the biggest hits on one specially priced CDR. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give love a bad name. Every song that you've ever heard some drunk guy singing at karaoke. I'm a cowboy. All the hits sung by Metal Dude because we couldn't afford John Bon Jovi. Dead or alive. Call now to order the limited deluxe edition CDR for the amazing low price of just $19.99. Call in the next 10 minutes and we'll also throw in the best of Metallica, Unplugged. Master. All the classics sung by your favorite dude. And nothing else matters. Order now before we get served with a cease and desist. Wait, am I getting paid for this?
Okay. Yeah, that was a classic Bald Shredder clip, but it just featured Metal Dude. He must have snuck that in there somehow. Just like he snuck his song onto my new album. You guys know I have a new album coming out, right? Oh, look, there it is. Dawn of the Shredder. And guess what? You're not going to hear Metal Dude's song unless you buy the CD. If you're thinking like, oh, I'll just stream it on Spotify or Apple Music, or, I'll listen to it on Amazon, whatever, you are not going to hear the 6 bonus tracks, which includes Metal Dude's bonus track. That is only on the CD. The CD will be available probably right around the beginning of September, and they will be for sale on eBay for those of you that did not participate in the Kickstarter. Alrighty. And as far as that Metal Dude singing the greatest hits of Bon Jovi, yeah, I think he got a cease and desist already, so I don't even think you can get that. It's like one of those like rare, out of prints. If you can find it on eBay, it's going for like $500 or something like that, I would imagine. Yeah. Alrighty. How many of you guys joined the Leo Jaymz Facebook group? I think I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, and I gave the link. I put the link in the chat, and I said, hey guys, join the Leo Jaymz Facebook group because they might be giving away a guitar. And guess what the Leo Jaymz Facebook group just did yesterday? They gave away a guitar. Did anybody participate? Anybody that's in here? And what they did was, I'm going to show you the pictures. They posted some pictures of the new Monsoon and the Deluxe Monsoon and a new model called the Hurricane. I'll talk about that in a second. And then in the comments, the admin for the group, it's not Leo. It says Leo Jaymz, but that's because it's the name of the company. But it's not Leo posting in the Facebook group. It's another person that works for the company. Anyway, he told people to guess what the selling price was going to be on those guitars when they hit Amazon. And the first person to guess the correct price was going to win, not those guitars in the pictures, but a Leo Jaymz Les Paul model with the American flag on it. And he didn't say anything for like a couple days, so people were guessing prices. I didn't guess because I don't need to win another Leo Jaymz guitar, obviously. But anyway, yeah, a bunch of people were guessing all kinds of prices, anywhere from like $199 all the way up to, I don't know, maybe over $400. I can't remember. But somebody got the right price. I think there was 2 people that guessed the right price. And the guy who guessed it first, he's getting a Leo Jaymz Les Paul with the American flag on it. So that's really cool. And then the other guy that also guessed the correct price, but he guessed it after the other guy, he's getting a new Leo Jaymz effects pedal, like multi-effects pedal. I don't think those are even for sale yet. He showed a picture of it. But anyway, yeah, so all the more reason for you to join the Leo Jaymz, the official one, not the fan one. You got to look for the one that's like the official one. I didn't bother to get the link this time, but if you're on Facebook, you can go search for it. And Jamie says that the winner asked the guitar to be donated. Oh, I didn't see that part because I haven't looked at that post, I guess, recently. So very cool. But anyway, yeah, the correct guess on it, guys, was $399. $399. And that is for the Deluxe Monsoon and the Deluxe Hurricane. They already have a Deluxe Hurricane when they didn't even have a regular Hurricane. So let me show you guys what they look like. First of all, it is coming, these Deluxe versions are coming with an improved case. Check out the case. Now look at that carefully. At first glance, it looks like just like a gig bag, right? But look how thick it is. And look how big the area is up by the headstock. There was another picture that showed the inside. I didn't grab that picture. But again, if you go to the Facebook group, you'll see additional pictures. So it's coming with a much, much better case, not just your standard cheapy gig bag. Here is a picture of one of the Deluxe Monsoons. Check it out. Look at that. Man, I love the colors on that. Woo! I would love to have that one right there. In fact, I'm hoping that I'll be able to get my hands on one of these red and brown ones. So what it is the burl top. And if you guys remember, if any of you guys saw some of the Deluxe Tempest models, I have the green one. It's kind of like this. Like it's got the burl and then they pour the epoxy on it and it makes different shapes and each one looks a little bit different. So this one has the red epoxy poured onto it. So what is different? What is different about the Deluxe versions compared to the regular versions? Well, I'm going to tell you right now what's the difference after I take a sip of my coffee. Alrighty, well, first of all, you've got the epoxy finish, right? So that's, that takes more work to do, so that's going to add to the price, of course. Now, on these new versions, guys, you wanted it, you asked for it, you demanded it, and now it's here, guys. Stainless steel frets. But not just stainless steel frets, extra jumbo stainless steel frets with the rounded ball ends, and they've been working really hard to get it perfected so that the frets go to the edge of the fretboard like they're supposed to. Okay, so that's another improvement. Look at the strap buttons, guys. They are coming standard with strap locks. That's right, strap locks, right? You don't have to buy them and add them on. They are going to be on the guitar. Now, let's see, what else is, let me think. Oh, you can't see it in the picture because it doesn't show the headstock. Locking tuners. Everybody always screaming about needs locking tuners. Well, guess what? They now have fancy deluxe locking tuners. And I think it's got the Leo Jaymz logo on the little tuners, if I'm not mistaken. Still has the same high output Alnico 5 pickups, so you do not need to upgrade the pickups. And then everything else that made the Monsoon great. Hardtail, reverse headstock, 1 volume 3-way toggle. So this is going to be, I guess I want to call it the ultimate Monsoon. Because there just isn't anything else on it that I think you would need to improve. So considering all that, and then with that definitely improved case or gig bag, whatever, $399 is still a very reasonable price. I don't see any brand names, big brand names, selling a guitar like this with all those features, all that stuff for $399. Now let me show you the Hurricane. Boom, there's the Hurricane. Check it out. Purple. Look at all the color and the burl and all that. Totally awesome. Now look carefully at it, guys. Look carefully. How is the Hurricane different from the Monsoon? See if you can find all the differences. It's like one of those pictures, you know, where you're looking at two pictures and like, how are the pictures different? Besides the color. Besides the color, how are they different? Alrighty. So one thing, guys, it's not a reverse headstock. It's a regular headstock, right? So people complaining, I don't want the reverse headstock. Okay, well here's the Hurricane, doesn't have the reverse headstock. What else does it have that some people were like whining and crying about? Oh, needs a tone knob. All right, all you tone knob babies. This one has a tone knob. So stop crying about it. And there's one more difference. You can't see most of it because it's covered up by that paper on the strings. Look at the fretboard. Look at the fretboard. What do you see on the fretboard? The fret markers. They do not. Let me go back to the Monsoon real quick, guys. Look at the fret markers on the Monsoon. Dots. And that's the way the Monsoon has always been. Look at the fret markers on this one. It's got those blocks up at the top. That's the same as the Tempest was. If you guys remember the Tempest. The Tempest had those block inlays. So I didn't even know this, guys. I got this information in the Facebook group. Somebody asked a question and the guy answered it. I haven't even been told this information. I only just read it in the Facebook group either today or yesterday. And they said that this is kind of replacing the Tempest. So see, it's a hardtail bridge. It doesn't have the whammy like the Tempest had. And it does not have the active pickups that the Tempest had. It has the same Alnico 5, I think. I'm just going by what I see there. I'm assuming it's the same pickups as the Monsoon. So the main difference as far as functionality, like what's the main difference between the Hurricane and the Monsoon? The only thing that I can see is the tone knob. You know, and then visually, it doesn't have a reverse headstock. It's got the block inlays. And he did say, guys, he did say that Floyd Rose versions and whammy versions are on the horizon on both the Hurricane and the Monsoon. Imagine being able to get a Monsoon with a Floyd Rose. So that's apparently coming down the line. I don't know when. Like I said, I only know this because he replied to somebody's comment in the Facebook group. They, you know, I'm not in constant communication with them. Now, people asking about if they have push-pulls or coil splits, I have no clue because I don't have any information. I'll say it again. I only know what I saw in the Facebook group. So, yeah, that's all I know. But it looks very exciting. And I think for $399, if those play as well as the other Monsoons play, it's going to be a great deal, I think, in my opinion. Alrighty, guys. Are they ever going to offer a lefty version? No idea. You know, I think people probably think that I'm totally in the loop and I know everything they're doing and I know what they have coming up and what they have coming out, and I am totally not in the loop. I didn't see those pictures until they popped up in Facebook. I didn't know what the Hurricane was until there's the Hurricane on the Facebook group. When they did the colors for the other Monsoons like that one, I didn't know they were doing those colors. So yeah. So everything I've said right here tonight, that's all I know. I don't know anything else. So that's it, guys. Okay, now I'm going to pay attention to the chat here for the next few minutes or so. in case there was a question that I missed earlier and you were like, oh, he's not answering my question. That's rude. So I will go ahead and try to focus on the chat. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to ask any questions about anything, whatever. And Jamie, thank you very much, Jamie. And Jamie's got to hit the hay. She's got to hit the sack. It's a lot later there than it is here. So Jamie, thank you. Sweet dreams, and we will see you next time. Okay, first question. Dren says, George Thorogood or Corey Feldman, who's better? Whew. That's a tough one, dude. I mean, seriously? You expect me to pick between those two? We're talking two guys that are at the top of their game. You know, like best of the best. I guess if I had to pick, I'm probably going to go with Corey Feldman. Yeah, he's just got that something, you know. Anti-Slayer wants to know what's the white Star Trek symbol V guitar in the back. Dude, that is, if I can get my head out of the way, that is the Leo James Swifter. I did a video on it already. If you go back and look at my videos, you'll see it. The Leo James Swifter. Awesome guitar. BCG. I'm going to have to say yes to that. How many takes did the Feldman video require? You mean like when I did my video or when he did his video? Because I'm pretty sure his was a one-take video. And mine? I don't remember. Do I need to get a setup if I tune down my guitar to D standard or E flat? I don't think so. Are you just talking about the top string? Like drop D? Or you want to tune down all the strings? I don't think so, because I've in the past I've done like a half a step down, all the strings a half step, and but if it's a Floyd Rose or any kind of floating bridge, then yes, you will have to do some adjustments because that's going to affect where the bridge sits. Mitch, when do I think those models are going to go on sale? Again, I don't know. They don't tell me. They mentioned something about September, but even in the past when they've said, well, we think it's going to be this month, and then sometimes it's later and sometimes it's earlier because they ship them across the ocean on like a cargo ship, and then Amazon has to check them in, and then Amazon has to, you know, say now they're available for sale. So I really have no idea. I would hope before Christmas. I don't know. Michael, I've only had one Kramer guitar recently. It was a white one on the Beretta Special, like the cheapest one. And I was not too pleased with it. It was too heavy and the neck was too thick. But the other ones, like the other colors, apparently are better. I don't know. Late Night Joe. No, that rumor is not true. I wear the bracelet around my neck, not my ankle. Dren, I don't really listen to either of those guys very much, so I couldn't really give you an educated answer on that. BCG, look at my guitars back there. Do you see any Floyd Rose guitars? They're all hardtails, right? So yes. Anybody that's been watching me for a while, they know I love the hardtail. Although I just, like a couple of weeks ago, I ordered a guitar from AliExpress that's got a Floyd Rose style bridge on it. So I will be getting one with a Floyd Rose. So that'll probably be like a few months though before we see that video. Paul, how much was the pick guard on my build? Paul, you didn't watch the video, or you didn't watch the whole video, Paul? Or you weren't paying attention? Because I said the price of all the parts on the guitar in the video. But I'll tell you again right now. I think the pick guard was around like $7. Okay, ridiculous offers of the week. Thank you, Marlon. I've got a few. I don't have any pictures. I don't have the stuff right here to show you. So I'm going to tell you what it is, and you're going to have to remember, like, oh yeah, I remember it from that video and that video. If you are interested, guys, you will have to email me to tell me you are interested in buying this from me. And most of you guys know how this goes. You have to send me the money on PayPal, friends and family. Okay? PayPal, friends and family. So off the top of my head, I have two. Wait a minute. Two? Wait, what are the guitars I'm thinking of selling? That one, that one. Well, we'll just go with two for now. Okay? Hold off on the questions for a second, guys. Two guitars. Okay, you guys remember the most recent Firefly I did? It was like the big hollow body, red and black, like a 338 or something like that. Anybody that's interested in that one, I'll sell it to you. $99 plus shipping. Brand new in the Firefly box. $99 plus shipping. You just have to email me your name and address. Here's my email. I'll put it in the chat. There it is. And the other one that I will sell, the ridiculous offer of the week, is that Bullfighter guitar that had the built-in effects. Also, $99 plus the actual shipping cost. So those are my two ridiculous offers of the week. The Firefly red and black hollow body guitar or the Bullfighter guitar with the built-in effects. Either one of them, or you can buy both of them, I don't care. $99 plus the actual shipping cost. And if you're interested, send me an email with your name and your address so I can calculate what the shipping would be. I might get back to you tonight or maybe tomorrow, and then I'd probably ship it out on Saturday. Okay? All right, back to the questions. Sorry, guys. Neil Sean or Ted Nugent? Neil Sean, that's easy. Dun, 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 dun. Do I ever listen to Sabotage? Yes. Chris Olivia was amazing. My favorite Sabotage album is Streets, a rock opera. Rod, I don't know which one you're waiting for me to offer up. Remind me. Maybe I forgot that I need to offer it up. I don't know. Or you could email me. I forget. Let's see here. Questions? BCG wants the Strat that I just made. This one? That's not for sale. That's a ball shredder custom. And if I was going to sell it, it wouldn't be $99 because I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that one. The ones that I actually have to make myself, I rarely sell those. And if I do, the price is going to be a little more premium. Oh, Rod, the green Leo James Telly. Don't they still have those on? Are those still for sale on Amazon? Or are those like completely sold out and gone from Amazon? I haven't checked in a while, so I don't even know if you can still buy that one. But yeah, I'm not selling that one. Yeah, Dave, you got to start selling your guitars to make room for more guitars, right? Yeah. Chris, what's up, dude? Yes, everybody, comment, subscribe, like. What else was I going to say? Yeah, thumbs up, all that stuff. Oh, they only have the blue and the orange ones. Yeah. And I have no idea if they will be, I don't know if they're building more. If they're building more and they're sending them to Amazon, I have no clue because I am not in the Leo James loop, you know? It's only like when I send him messages and ask him questions, and sometimes I'll get an answer back. But, you know, I'll go weeks and weeks without any communication, so I just don't know. Big Kahuna, thank you. Mike, Dokken or Lynch Mob? Oh my gosh, that's so easy. Dokken, of course. I mean, I do love the first Lynch Mob album. That is an absolute classic, and I think that was kind of George Lynch's peak creatively. That was where he peaked as a player and as like a songwriter and everything. And then it was kind of just a slow downhill from there. But as far as stuff that I want to listen to, that I enjoy listening to, none of the Lynch Mob stuff, can even touch the Dokken stuff. That was just the perfect combination. Jeff Pilson, Don Dokken, George Lynch, and of course Mick Brown. And just for me, that's loved it. Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key, Back for Attack. I mean, wow, talk about a absolute 3 killer albums in a row. Just woo. That's why they're one of my 2 favorite bands, along with Def Leppard. Hey Tyler, what's up? Yeah, Retro, the orange and black spots, the one on this side of my head, that is modeled after the George Lynch Sub Camo. That was a Charvel guitar that he played in the Just Got Lucky video. Yeah, and that's one of my all-time favorite guitars. I always wanted that guitar, and I was like, and I did make a version of it, actually. If you go way back in my videos, you'll see I made a Strat version, and it actually had a Floyd Rose on it. And I tried to make it look as close to George's guitar as I could, but I just couldn't vibe with that guitar very well. I ended up taking it apart and selling the body and stuff. And then I was like, hey, if I'm going to make a George Lynch Sub Camo guitar, let me make it how I would make it. So instead of a Strat body, a dinky body. Instead of a Floyd Rose, a hardtail. And then, yeah, I ended up with that, and it is totally awesome. Vinnie Moore, definitely Vinnie Moore. Wolfgang shaped. Oh, that is a Racer X inspired guitar. Again, go back in my videos, you'll see it. It's not that long ago. Not that long ago, I did the video on that Racer X made by IYV. Sienna asks me, what's my favorite mode to solo with? I don't know about modes at Sienna, but I'm going to say I love playing in the key of E minor. Just like straight up regular old E minor. That's the key and the scale that I'm most familiar with. BCG, DeMartini or Frank Hanna? I think you mean Frank Hannon from Tesla. Warren DeMartini, of course. Very similar to George Lynch, Warren DeMartini's style. Wasted Dude, tuna or PB&J? Wasted Dude, guess what I had for dinner tonight? 2 tuna fish sandwiches. That answers your question, doesn't it? Art, Eddie Van Halen, absolutely. Where does Terry Kath rank all time? Where does he rank of all time? I don't know. I don't know where he ranks of all time, but definitely a good player, very great, good musician, very original. And if anybody doesn't know who Terry Kath is, Google it and look it up. I guarantee you know some of his songs. You'd be like, oh, that's the name of the guitar player from that band? I didn't know that. Colonel Corn, last tie? I think you mean the last time I played live. I don't even remember. It's been a long time. Years. Long time. Dren, can I shred on a guitar like that big old fat hollow body like Brian Setzer? I don't know. I never tried. If the action was low enough, I could. Okay, guys, so I think there was a little bit more info I had that I wanted to give you guys. Who has heard of the company called Guyker, spelled Guyker? Guyker, Guyker. They make guitar parts like locking tuners, knobs, bridges, all kinds of stuff, all kinds of parts that go on the guitar. You guys heard of Geiger? And they're not that expensive, and their stuff looks really nice. John, Phil Collin. Definitely Phil Collin. Anyway, guys, in an upcoming video, they're sending me some parts, some locking tuners, and a volume knob. When they contacted me and they was like, hey, can you do a video for us? And I told them, yeah, if you want to send me those locking tuners. And then I said, hey, send me that volume knob too, because that's going to look perfect on this guitar. So I've got a really cool custom guitar that I am waiting to show you guys, made by IYV, but it's really, really awesome. Oh my gosh. I'm dying to show you guys. But in the video, I have to show myself taking the regular black tuners off and putting on these Geiger locking tuners. So that's going to be part of the video, and the volume knob as well. So maybe in like a few weeks or so. Yeah, and I should have a new song in that video as well, because I have to do a song for this guitar because this guitar is totally awesome. So yeah, custom guitar from IYV, and it's going to have Geiger locking tuners, and it's going to look awesome, and I already know it plays and sounds awesome because I have it. So, and actually, I think that's going to be the first time I ever used any parts from Geiger. I've seen them. They sell their stuff on AliExpress. I've seen their stuff for a long time, and it's always, wow, that looks really nice. But I've always ended up buying like other more inexpensive stuff. But their stuff looks very good quality. Okay, another little bit of news, guys. You guys know Chapman guitars? You guys know Rob Chapman? He is like the CEO or owner or whatever you call it of Chapman Guitars. I think he's over there in England, I believe. I've never owned a Chapman guitar. I've seen them at the NAMM show. And I've seen a lot of videos on the Chapman guitars, but anyway, I just saw a video. I just watched one of his videos today. They announced that they have moved all of the production of their guitars, all their guitars, to India. So now all Chapman guitars are being made in one factory in India. And another really interesting thing is that he said they are eliminating their budget guitar line. They're no longer going to make and sell like the cheaper guitars. They're just going to have like their one sort of standard guitar, which they call like the Pro Series. So looking into it and looking at the stuff, I would guess these guitars are going to be like around $1,000 or so. And they're just not going to have like cheaper guitars anymore. So it's just kind of this one line, different models, of course. But, there's not going to be like a budget line and then a pro line. It's just only the pro line. And all made at this one factory in India. And I watched the video today where he went to India and he's in the factory walking around, and you see the guys working on the machines and putting this stuff together and all that. So anyway, kind of interesting. And I'm thinking, like, if they're at the NAMM show again in January, which they probably will be because I've seen them there last couple of years, like, I need to go over and like kind of spark up a conversation and hand them one of my business cards and be like, I do YouTube videos. Love to do a review of one of your guitars on my channel if you'd be interested in that. Here's my card, Bald Shredder. Yep, thanks. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right, guys, we only have a few minutes left. So again, I'm going to pay attention to the chat. I know the questions are flying by. And if there's a question that I missed, I will try to answer it now. 3 minutes left, guys. Thank you, BCG. Thank you very much. Mm, mm, mm. Mike, what do I think of Frank Hannon from Tesla? Great player. Very good player. Very underrated and does not get enough recognition for how good of a player that he is. Mitch, thank you. Thanks for your continued support, Mitch. Any final questions or comments for yours truly? If not, guys, I just want to say thanks as usual. Thank you for being here tonight on a Wednesday night in the middle of the week, spending an hour with this goofy bald guy. I appreciate you guys taking an hour out of your time to hang with me and listen and ask questions and join in the chat and join the community and all that. It's really cool. Let's see if there's anything else I need to. Have I seen the Hired Gun documentary? Is that the one with the drummer from the Billy Joel band? What was his name? I forgot his name. The drummer from the Billy Joel band, he was like a big part of the documentary. I think that's the one. If it is, yes, I saw it. And I even met that guy at the NAMM show after I saw that documentary. What was his name? It's on the tip of my tongue. All right, guys, thanks everybody. James, Marlon, Robert, Art, Frank, Wasted Dude, The People's Fabricator. And you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And don't forget, guys, on Monday, video on the yellow Westcreek Racer Monday. And if you didn't watch the video on my custom build right here from this Monday, go back and watch it. You won't regret it, I promise. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to do my countdown. Fist to cuffer. Have a good night. Jose, everybody. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Liberty DeVito. Yeah, that's the name. Yeah, I met him. And when I met him at the NAMM show, he pulled out a guitar pick that said Hired Gun, like from the movie logo. And he's like, here, you can have this. So somewhere I have a guitar pick that says Hired Gun. Anyway, where was I? 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's it, guys. Later.